So there is a rate of arrest for one Hilary Brown. This is the Tubman estates that have been a serious controversy. We were told that they could issue possession for this property. Hilary Brown is occupying this particular estate, and then there was a ruling from the Supreme Court that is being enforced by the lower court. So as you can see, court sheriff are here to arrest all of those who are occupying this particular property. So this is why we are here this afternoon. Okay, so look here.
Urban marketing, the couple of retail buy to adding people.
So you're hearing the sheriff reading the.
Okay, so let's get in the car, yeah?
Yeah, go do it. Whosoever
they already said.
will come to the court.
So where's the computer you are?
Where's the computer?
Okay. I said, please come here.
All the security, please come. Paul.
These are security that were brought by Hilary Brown. They are being arrested by the court sheriff. Okay.
So what are they?
Yes, all of them.
Yeah. What a man.
So this is the Tubman estate, the top. So this is it. I have a petition in my hand here. It's called petition for proper accounting. Okay, and there is another rate of arrest out. Can we see the rate of arrest? So the rate of arrest is being issued on Hilary Brown, but he's nowhere to be found. So like I said, this is the Tubman intestate estate that is being occupied by Hilary Brown. So he was the standard bearer of the Liberia Restoration Party in the 2023 general election. So we are told that he entered into the lease agreement with the Tubman family, and now the family is about to invade him from this particular property. But yesterday, he brought some group of police and some sheriff where they get a document from, or nobody knows. And then they came, they invaded some of the tenants on this property. So today they could have issued a repossession order to the Tubman family so that they can take possession of their property. So that's why you saw here the new security guys that he brought here, or they have been arrested and then taken to the Monrovia City Court. This is why we are here this afternoon.
About the origin of what is happening. Yes.
Hilary Roosevelt Brown and the late John Hilary Tubman went in an agreement, joint venture agreement, and the late John Hilary Tubman never wasn't happy with the way in which the contract was going through. So he went back to the court, and he went back to the court, and 2020 he won the case. He said he canceling all the agreement, they breached the contracts about the agreement. The 8 clauses, he breached all the 8 clauses, so he decided to go back to the court. He went back to the court, and the court put him in possession, the lower court. So Hilary Roosevelt Brown asked for appeal to the Supreme Court. We went to the Supreme Court all through. The Supreme Court ruled in the late John Hilary Tubman favor, which was February 18. The same days they did a ruling against CDC. So we came down to the lower court. Judge Smith put the estate back in possession. But first thing, John Hilary Tubman got 2 daughters, Elizabeth and Melita. Both of them, they are my 2 cousins, oldest cousins. But I represented Elizabeth as an attorney in fact. So we've been up and down, up and down, up and down. The court bought in possession, we came on the property, we've been on the property. For Brown, every time Brown will come in with different people, chunking people things outside, ordering police for me, putting charges against me, murder, burglary, all kind of things. Then just yesterday we went to the justice in chamber, and she told us we should go to the ref or something, we should go back to the court and file a lawsuit against Brown because he ain't got no right coming back on the property. But he and his lawyer who just said, Cephas, they got some kind of fake paper, they brought it on the compound here, adding towards the injunction. They put in for injunction. The injunction was there. They add something on the paper that depossessed. So I said, how the lower court will come in with to take off on the property. So I came that morning, and I seen that morning asking the sheriff there to serve me copy. They say I should go to my lawyer. I said, no, you serve me, I own the property. Before you do any evasion, you serve me copy. The sheriff and the police, they said, no way, they start doing all kind of things. All of a sudden, to get me out of the property, they went to the police and put burglary case on me on the same property. Okay. They put burglary case on me. They took me and carried me to the police station for me to come back to get free from the police station and come. They were finished busting my oldest cousin, Rebecca, were on the compound here too. And Myron, they were finished busting the door, busting the window. They took all the things and put it in the ring. That was Imara Lomas, Serena Cephas, one robber to be identified, one Tama, and so there were a lot. There were a lot to be identified. But I see them, I know them. So I recognized some police officers from some 8 base. So I asked the officer, I said, but what you people doing here? I know that you're supposed to be a son. I know you're supposed to be a son. I know you're supposed to be a son in Pinsway, but what are you doing here? I seen you from Pinsway and Concortan. So no, yesterday morning again, while lying down, the sheriff then stormed the compound again. They started busting things then. He came with one police patrol car, PSU 2, marked with 00527 from I know Alpha company or Bravo company, one of the company then. They came, they started misbehaving here. So but hopefully I couldn't get outside from my place. Because I knew I was coming to get outside, like normal thing. They would get me locked up, they would put cuff on my hand, chuck me in the paper and move me also. I stay indoor until my lawyer could come. When the lawyer came, I sling out and locked my door and gave him the key. And I sling out of the compound and went to the court. To the court, we had a meeting, we met the justice in chamber, and she said we should come back on the property. Okay. So time in time or late yesterday afternoon, from the court, after the heavy rain, we were roughly about 4:45, 5. I came back on the premises here. I met Alan Bryan and a whole group. They called a police officer. We're having to be protecting Alan Bryan. Anytime Alan Bryan called in, he will respond here and get me arrested.
What's the previous connection with this Alvin Brown, the owner of the land, or probably you that choosing to always bring law enforcement?
Because I represent my oldest cousin, I can say sister, okay, which is Elizabeth with a Tubman. All right. I represent her here as one of our attorney in fact. So at the point, man, getting me out, it means that they will get access towards the property. So the first thing they normally do to get me out of the property first, they will get me out of the property first before they can go on with the illegal things. So normally I feel serious.
So what was the action this morning at the court?
The action this morning? No, he called sheriff on me this morning.
I saw
Sheriff of the court, yeah.
Yeah, writ of arrest.
Who issued a writ of arrest?
Eh?
Who issued
We on our basis because he illegally trespassing and causing serious chaos and damage on the property here. You see right now, you see I show you I went down the street there and saw what went on to the Bureau apartment. You see my place now, Bureau apartment, my cousin things and all on the place there.
Council, can we talk to you
How do we speak to the issue of
on this issue?
My client, no. $5. I want
Okay. So, like I was saying, it is a issue of trespassing. Hilary Brown is the former presidential candidate of the Liberia Restoration Party. He's been accused of trespassing. So this is one of the caregiver of this particular property. So, Sis Maro, how you doing? So just tell what happened yesterday.
Oh, yesterday I was at work, but then we've been on the case for some time now. And then on February 18, the Supreme Court ruled and gave us possessory right. After February 18, this man, Mr. Hilary Brown, filed in for reargument. When we went for the reargument, he couldn't defend the reargument, so the judge again ruled on May 28th and put in possession of the property. On August 19, we received our possessory right from the civil law court under Judge Smith. And then on August 27, Mr. Hilary Brown was evicted from on the property. From the property, we evicted him. So on last week, yeah, so it was week before last Monday, we were here, and then Mr. Brown came with an injunction paper. He came with an injunction paper to serve us preliminary injunction, petition for preliminary injunction. So we signed for the injunction paper. Last week, Wednesday, to our almost surprise, Brown came with a huge number of sheriff and police officers. Said that the injunction we filed for, they gave him possession of the property, the court put him in possession of the property. They went to did some fraudulent act, changed some part of the document, put in dispossessed, impossessed, restrained, and all of that. They had it there. And that's why Brown is carrying around claiming that he has possession of the property. So we got in contact with our lawyer because when they were carrying on the eviction, they did not serve us. They never had no papers. We continued to request them. They did not serve us. They never gave us any papers. So we went to our lawyer and we went back to the court. So our lawyer went to engage Judge Smith in the process. Judge Smith told us he did not send anybody to can't evict anybody from the property.
So which means the action was illegal?
Yes. Through his lawyer, Serena Cephas, that all of them do that. That Serena Cephas is lawyer. So before they could come on Wednesday, the petition, he filed the injunction. The judge called a conference. The judge had a conference on the injunction. And the judge came out with a ruling from that conference. The injunction conference they had with our lawyer. The judge came out with a ruling. This is the 23rd. They had the conference on the 22nd. They did not wait for the judge, the ruling from the conference. The next morning, the making was sharing to throw our things outside. And when the judge said when they were carrying on the act, when he got the information from the Chief Justice, he called the head sheriff, which is Humphrey, and told them to stand down. But Humphrey refused to inform the people. So when they carried on the act, we went to the court, and when the judge gave us the paper and instructed us to come back on the property because he can't deal with the Supreme Court mandate. He can't stop the mandate of the Supreme Court. He can't interfere with the Supreme Court mandate. So we should come back on the property. We move back on the property. Yesterday we were at work. Mr. Brown again came with the same injunction paper that he claiming he had possession on, with over 30 sheriff, police, PECO, PSU, 2. They filled all the places and they damaged our things, bust our horses, bust our home, take all the way. You go down there, you will see the buildings that they took all the window bar, damaged everything, our money, our land. Heavy rain yesterday that was falling in our pool of rain. The sheriff, our lawyer came on the scene, tried to intercept them for the pulling listing. They said they were going by court order. So that's what happened yesterday.
So what took you to the court?
Yesterday, when the exercise of the record, we went upstairs, we had a meeting with Chimamo, the associate trust. So we went to her to explain our situation. She said, nobody came up with Supreme Court ruling. We rule and our case closed. So if they make file injunction, that means the injunction is for different matter, it's not for that case. So if they make something on the property, we should go to the court. In fact, she directed us to go to criminal court A to file an injunction, criminal trespass complaint to have them arrested. I took her to the court to file.
What's your name?
Baron Double.
Okay, so you heard it. That was the voice of one of the of caregiver on the Tubman property. So, like I've been saying, I didn't put caption on this particular live video because of the urgency. I just needed to go live. We're going to caption our video later on. So, just a summary. A writ of arrest is out for Roosevelt Brown, or the former, let's say, the former standard bearer of the Liberia Restoration Party. This property in question is on a serious fight. Adam Brown claimed that he owns this property, and then the Tubman family claimed that they own this property. So yesterday, a group of sheriff came here to evade some of the Tubman family from this property. So today again, the court issued another writ of possession to the Tubman family to repossess their property. So that is why you see, or you saw us bringing this live. It was very much urgent that we bring this live without caption. So what folks, thanks for following. This is Verity TV Live. My name is G. Watson Riches. Thanks for following this TV. As always,